Well, we've got a real range of stuff. I mean, there is some hard journalism in there. Kevin Affleck's chapter about the Boothroyd, Simpson, Ashton axis of... better be a little careful there. Read Kevin's chapter and see what you think. I mean, he obviously comes down pretty firmly on one point of view, but it certainly opened my eyes a little bit to some of the stuff I knew floating around at the time. So we've got that. We've got Simon Burnton, for example, from The Guardian, has looked back at the football fans' fear of change, using the 1959-60 season as a kind of way of looking at how these days fans are suspicious of change. But back then, without a blink of the eye, they accepted a change of shirts from blue to yellow or gold, and they adopted a new nickname, the Hornets. And he's kind of told that story really nicely. We've got more personal pieces about the experience of following Watford from John Anderson and Tim Turner. One is a radio broadcaster, the other is a fan who's written a book of his own, and so their chapters are a little bit more personal. And then we've got a real flight of fancy and fantasy by Ollie Wicken, who imagines that Graham Taylor is in fact God, and that the 1982-83 season was a sort of otherworldly experiment. Personally, I found that an absolute joy to read, and it may not be to everybody's taste. Perhaps it might be a little bit wacky for some, but I thought it summed up what the Watford way is really well, and in a completely different way to anything else I've ever read. So it's a real variety, and I feel bad because I haven't mentioned everyone there, but you know, Adam Leventhal from Sky has interviewed Malky Mackay and Brendan Rodgers. Andrew French was the press officer when Watford were in the Premier League the first time, and he's done a really nice sort of behind-the-scenes account of that year. And whoever I've missed out there will be livid, but you'll have to buy the book and see.